Hi, and welcome back to Reflections in Real Talk. I'm Judy. Today we're asking the question, have you been considering retirement software like Boldin, but curious if AI is better? Can't you just use ChatGPT for retirement planning? What if you could have the best of both worlds, ask AI specific questions and get instant responses and a planning platform that saves and customizes all of your information and your accounts with your plans? That's what Boldin's new AI Planning Assistant offers. Welcome back to Reflections in Real Talk. I'm Judy. Have you ever looked at your retirement plan and thought, I see the numbers, but what does it really mean for me? Or maybe you've wondered, what if I retire 2 years earlier? What if the market drops? Boldin is releasing the AI Planning Assistant, and it's designed to answer questions inside your real financial plan, not in theory, not in generalities, but inside your numbers. And I think this could change how we interact with retirement planning. Let's talk about it. What makes this different? Now, we've all seen AI tools pop up everywhere, and you ask a question, it gives you an answer. But here's the difference that caught my attention. This assistant doesn't respond in isolation. It responds in the context of your complete financial plan. That includes your income, your investments, your retirement timeline, your taxes, your long-term projections. So instead of saying, here's what people usually do, it says, based on your plan, here's what happens. That's a very different experience. And here's how it works in simple terms. You ask a question, the AI reviews your actual plan data, it runs the numbers through Boldin's financial model, and then it explains the options, trade-offs, and outcomes in plain language. Not just what happens, but why. Think about all the kinds of questions we wrestle with in our 50s and our 60s. What's the earliest I can retire and still sleep at night? What happens if we hit another 2008? Should I be doing Roth conversions? Is my plan even complete? Sometimes the hardest part of planning isn't the math, it's knowing what to ask next. Imagine being able to say, why did my probability drop? What if healthcare costs are higher? What if I downsize at 70 instead of 65? And getting an answer grounded in your numbers, not someone else's. That's what makes this interesting to me. It turns a static plan into a conversation. Well, let's do an on-screen demo and show you how it works. Welcome back to Boldin. Today we're going to go over a quick review of the AI Planner. But before we do, let's just check our account settings so you know where we're starting from. So in this case, we have one single individual, 50 years old, born in January 1976. His initial net worth is $850,000. That does include $300,000 of home equity. And then at longevity, his projected net worth is $4.97 million. And his chance of success is 99% right. So let's go through a couple of the other settings that we have. We've got savings of $500,000 in several accounts. We've got an IRA valued at $275,000. He's continuing to make 10% contributions at $220 a month. He has a small employer match and a Roth IRA, $95,000. And then brokerage account valued at $40,000, another brokerage account at $25,000, a CD at $65,000, and a high yield savings account of $50,000. Next, let's look at his home. He has a primary residence in Texas. The home is valued at $550,000 with a $250,000 mortgage, $2,600 monthly payment, and estimated payoff 2036, 10 years from now. Looking at his expenses, I did use the detailed budgeting tool for this. So looking at that, he's got his monthly mortgage right there, $2,600, and then various expenses totaling $4,400. And no credit card debt. I did add medical expenses before 65 of $250 a month because he receives his insurance through his employer, and then Medicare expenses 65 through longevity. Just let Boldin calculate it to $233,000 over the lifetime. And then long-term care is planning to use home equity to fund the costs. His retirement age is 65. And he intends to collect Social Security at age 67. And his full benefit amount would be $2,153 at that time. And his longevity age is 88. And now we're going to jump right into that AI Planner Assistant. So with the AI Planner Assistant, it preloads some questions for you just to give you food for thought. When can I securely retire? Is my plan complete and up to date? Am I prepared for a market crash? Might I benefit from the Roth conversions? What are some scenarios I should run? So those are some things that you can start with, or you can also just type in your own question. But let's start with the first one. When can I securely retire? Remember, he's 50, he was going to retire at 65. So let's see what the AI planner comes up with. It's running the plan, the forecast, Monte Carlo. That is a fantastic question to be asking at age 50. Based on your current plan, you are in an incredibly strong position and your Monte Carlo chance of success is 99%. So let's go to the second question. Is my plan complete and up to date? Your plan is in excellent shape with a 99% chance of success. You've done a great job documenting your estate documents and itemizing your budget. However, there are a few stale areas and optimization opportunities to look at: maintenance and updates, debt payoff. Okay, I haven't visited the Debt Payoff Explorer yet. I have not done that. You currently have a 100% savings rate, but the money is going to a virtual account, so you've got to put it into the account. Savings rate, you're currently saving at 11% of your income, while solid increasing this towards 15% could further bolster your security. Roth conversions, the Roth Conversion Explorer suggests a potential $3.9 million increase in your lifetime estate value through strategic conversions. Wow. Social Security, by optimizing your claiming timing, you could potentially increase your lifetime benefits by $122,000. This plan shows you might actually leave behind a much larger legacy than your $500,000 goal. Would you rather aim to leave a larger inheritance, or are you interested in seeing how much more your savings you could safely spend today? I had another idea in mind, so I pre-typed this in here. Let's see. So I wanted to say, what if I get married and my spouse earns $85,000 for the next 10 years? She is also 50 years old, plans to retire at age 65 as well, and she brings $300,000 in an IRA and $250,000 in a Roth IRA, an additional expense of $2,500 a month until retirement, then follows the retirement spending smile, reducing her expense by 15%. Let's see what happens. It's funny that it's got a little personality here, right? Because it's talking to us like a person. That's a major life change. Adding a spouse with significant assets and income dramatically shifts your long-term trajectory. In this hypothetical scenario, your projected estate value jumps by $8.4 million. Okay. It does add lifetime taxes, impact of marriage. It's got a little cute wedding ring icon there. The net worth increases at retirement, retirement readiness, cash flow. The debt to income ratio improves. And with such a large projected estate, would you want to explore how much more you could spend on travel, hobbies together, or is protecting that legacy for heirs the priority? That's so great. Okay, so now we've got extra money, so let's play with this. What if we bought a yacht? Let's get fancy. Valued at $150,000 with, gosh, I don't even know how much it would cost to store a boat. Let's say $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month fees, and kept the boat for 10 years and then sold it for, I don't know, $100,000. How would this impact our chance of success? With your hypothetical marriage and yacht purchase both active, your plan remains incredibly resilient at 99% chance of success. All right, so he should get married, right? Even with the $150,000 purchase and $60,000 in annual fees, your spouse's income and assets provide a massive cushion. However, the yacht life does come with a significant price tag. The estate impact: buying and maintaining the yacht for 10 years reduces your projected estate from $18 million to $9 million. That's still pretty good. Retirement income, that's still significant. $18.2 million down to $9.3 million. And that's the opportunity cost of that money not being invested. And retirement income, your retirement income to expense ratio dips from 1.19 to 0.94. This means your guaranteed income, Social Security, pensions would no longer cover 100% of your basic expenses. You'd rely more heavily on savings to bridge the gap. The sale, selling the boat for $100,000 in 2036 provides a nice $100,000 boost back into high yield savings, but then the primary cost has been a decade of high maintenance fees.
You can clear these hypothetical changes at any time to see your original plan. Since your success probability is still at 99%, does seeing the 9 million drop in your legacy change show how you feel about the yacht, or is the experience worth the trade-off? Funny. That's like talking to a person. Of course, you can run some more traditional questions like, might I benefit from Roth conversions? See what it says about that. Your current plan shows a significant tax valley, a period where your income may be lower before Social Security and RMDs kick in. Converting during these years could be a massive win. Why Roth conversions make sense to you. Massive tax savings. Your coach alert suggests that strategic conversions could increase your lifetime estate value by almost $4 million. Wow. RMD mitigation. Between your account and your spouse's $300,000 IRA, you'll face large RMDs in your 70s. Converting now moves that money into tax-free bucket. Legacy protection. Since you're on track to leave a multi-million-dollar estate, passing on a Roth IRA is much better for your heirs. Next steps. I recommend visiting the Roth Conversion Explorer. So it just gives you the advice, but it doesn't actually implement it for you in the plan. All right, so that's the AI Planner Assistant. And again, if you like the responses, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. And that's it for my little quick overview. Have fun if you sign up for it. It's really fun to play with.
This was released in beta, and I respect that. They're being transparent about that. AI is powerful, but it's not perfect. There's always the risk of inaccurate responses, what's called hallucinations. Boldin has been building AI capabilities into their platform for the last couple of years, and they're choosing to release this cautiously. They're acknowledging limitations. They're being clear that this is a tool, not a replacement for professional advice. And I think that transparency matters. So far, there have been over 11,000 users, more than 45,000 conversations, and a 90 to 95% thumbs up rating on responses. But it's still wise to approach it thoughtfully, just like any financial tool. Who has access? Access depends on your plan level. Free basic users get limited access. Planner Plus subscribers get unlimited AI interactions. So if you're somebody who likes running different what-if scenarios, that could be important. And why does this matter for our age group? For many of us, retirement planning isn't about getting rich. It's about peace of mind, stability, confidence, not becoming a burden, and sleeping at night. Sometimes we don't need more spreadsheets, we need clarity. If AI can help explain projections and trade-offs in simple language inside our own plan, that could lower anxiety for a lot of people. And anything that lowers anxiety around retirement, that's worth paying attention to. If you're curious and want to explore the Boldin platform, including the AI Planner Assistant, I do have an affiliate link in the description below. Using that link helps support the channel at no extra cost to you, and I truly appreciate it. If you're already using Boldin, I'd love to hear your experience, and if you're not, maybe this is a good time to explore your numbers in a deeper way. I'd like to hear from you in the comments. If you could ask your retirement plan one question, just one, what would it be? Put it in the comments. Let's make this a real conversation. And if you found this helpful or interesting, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with somebody who's thinking about retirement but maybe feels overwhelmed by the numbers. Because the more we talk about this openly, the less scary it becomes. Retirement isn't just math, it's emotion, it's identity, it's security. And if tools like this can help us better understand our path forward, I'm open to exploring them. As always, this is Reflections and Real Talk, and we'll keep asking the questions that matter. I'll see you in the next video.